Yes, sir. Start, sir. Well, in the last class, that is yesterday, we discussed some theoretical concepts about the Arduino microcontroller and what are the features of the IC, which are the pins are there. As I explained, there are 14 digital pins are there. These are the 14 digital pins. These are the analog pins, and these are the power supply pins. In the sense the 5 volts and 3.3 volts power supply and ground are here. And this is a DC jack to connect the DC power supply. And this is the USB connection uh, from the either laptop or the PC. We can connect it to transfer the code from the PC to the Arduino or laptop to the Arduino. Once we connect this USB port, there is no need of connecting this DC power supply. Once we transfer the code to the IC, later we can disconnect this and connect the 9 volts battery for this, and it keeps on running the program. So this is a simple circuit what I have done here. An LED is there and a register which is in series with the LED. That one end of the LED is connected, that is cathode is connected to the ground, and anode is connected to the pin number 13. As we discussed in the last class, that is yesterday, there will be an inbuilt LED to pin number 13. We can use that also for the Blink program. Before going to this, just I'll show a video. Since the hardware, real hardware is not there with me, as I am in a remote place, in a village. In the previous sessions in Bangalore, we discussed the real-time Arduino boards also. Now I will show you one video how to download the software in the laptop or the PC. You will come to know and how to connect the USB port and how to verify the write the program in a Arduino IDE and how to compile. Compilation is nothing but verification itself, and how to select the boards and so on. Just I'll show you that in a video form, which is in with respect to the real time the Arduino board. Please carefully see this video. It shows how you are going to download the Arduino software and the first time how you connect the Arduino board to the PC or the laptop. You can go to the browser, either any of the browser. Usually the Chrome is the popular one as usual. You can just type the Arduino.com, and from there just you follow the steps what it shows in the video.
आडिना ये मैं करे ये इंटर्नशिप में करे commission less services be the what is this PT? Client process client transfer client process client transfer client transfer client process client server transfer server client transfer okay process PT means process and process and transfer this is what message 0 message 1 message 2 message 0 message 2 message 0 this time message 0 message packet this packet 0 packet 1 packet 2 packet 3 packet 1 packet 2 and this will be packet 0 packet 1 packet PT means process and the transfer means process PT means process and transfer means process and the transfer
Maltesh, we are unable to hear you.
Hello, sir. It's visible screen now. Hello. Sir, the screen is visible now.
Screen is visible, but voice was not visible earlier. What
Yeah.
voice was not audible?
In the video, sir.
Now it is okay.
Now
it is okay.
So video was clear, sir. Voice was clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it is audible and visible also.
Okay. I was not talking about that. I had muted actually myself just to see this. Yes, sir. Now the Arduino screen is coming, sir. Hello. Sir, So screen is visible now?
Yes, sir, visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, actually, it looks like this in the laptop. This is the Blink program you can observe now. These are the different uh, dashboards. This is save. Once we write the program, we have to save it, and we have to verify it. This is verification, but you have to compile it. Now I have clicked it. You can see in the bottom, it will show if any errors are there. It is working still now. Yeah. See, if it comes like this, there is no error at all. So it's going to show how many bytes is going to occupy in the memory once we transfer it to the microcontroller. Now I'll do a small mistake here, the syntax, in the syntax. I'll remove this semicolon and save it. Now I will compile it. So you can observe now there is an error. So it will show exactly the location of the error where it is located. So before this, the closing brace, there is an error here. So I'll put the semicolon again. Now I'll verify it again, in the sense compile. Now it will show. Yeah. So as it's shown in the video, go to the tools and we have to select the boards. So Arduino, or whatever the boards we are using. Now I have not connected any hardware here, so it is not possible to select the any board now. And later we have to use the port. Once we connect the hardware to it, it will show the respective hardware automatically, and we have to select that. So that is shown in the video, but here it is not possible because it is hardware is not connected. So once it is saved, it is verified, and the board is selected, and the port both are selected. Now we have to transfer the program, that is upload the program using this. You can see there, when I move the cursor, it will display as what are the different options are there. This is save, this is verify, this is upload. These are the main three steps we try to use. And these two, it is a new tab. If I click this, it will open a new window. That's it. And we can write another program. and this is the open a particular the already used any the projects. These are the different projects what I have designed for the different students and all those things. uh, all these will be stored in a the folder, what we call a Arduino folder. So whenever it is created, I'll show you a few of the examples. Once the software is downloaded, it will have its few inbuilt examples will be there. You can see the basics here. See the basics, the nlog, serial. You can see the related the programs and all will be available here. You can select some other examples, the digital and so on, the analog related. So over the period, you will come to know the which are the programs are available and uh, which program can be used for different applications and all. Now I will show you the in the Tinkercad how to simulate this. And yesterday also we have discussed the Blink program. Now also we'll see how we can. Now onwards we try to verify the program in the Tinkercad only, because the hardware is not there. Once it is in the hardware, just the same program, the same procedure what we follow in the Tinkercad. In Tinkercad, we write the program and we will verify it whether it is working or not. So once it is working, we can copy the same program and put it in this window, in the new window, and save it, compile it or verify, and upload in the same procedure what I showed in the video. That's all. For any program, it will be the same. So the Tinkercad acts like it is a simulation tool in the sense whether the program during the design of the program, whether it is right or wrong, or we are finding any mistakes in the program or implementation and all. So once everything is ready, we can take it forward to the real time application. Just you type the Tinkercad. Go to the circuits. Now I'll show you a new circuit how to connect using the Arduino. The same, the Blink circuit. Well, this is the diagram and the circuit which is connected an LED in series with the register. Now I'll simulate and show you the code. Start simulating. Just you click on that. You can see now it is blinking now. Hope it is visible. Now the register value is the 1 kilo ohm. We can reduce it as 100 ohm. It is a kilo ohm now. We'll make it as the 100 ohm. You can see when the resistance value is less, the intensity is more. It was less before. Now see the code. Just you click on this code. So the code block will appear. These are the in the beginning lines of the comments, and this is the setup block. Yeah. These are the comment lines because these are between the slash star and the stars slash, as usual in C syntax. This is the setup block and this is the loop block as we discussed in the last class. In the setup block, we configure the pins, which are the input and which are the output. In this case, we are using only one pin, which is pin number 13, and it is going to be declared as the output pin. This is the loop where actually the actual program is going to be written, or the action programs or the action commands will be written in the loop program. Usually, once it starts to execute, it will start from here, from setup, and it will enter into the loop. Once it enters into the loop, it will never go back to the setup. So setup block will execute only once, but the loop keeps on executing as long as the power is on to the microcontroller. Now, as usual, in the last class also we have discussed this program. In the loop, this is the comment line because followed by the double slash. So we can put the comment line either between these symbols or after the double slash. Anything is fine. So this is the first command in the loop, digital write 13 high. It gives the command that like send a high voltage to pin number 13. High voltage means 5 volts. So LED will be on because LED is connected to pin number 13. We can select any of these pins, which are the digital pins. But here the pin number 13 is used. So after the LED is on, a delay of 1000 milliseconds. 1000 milliseconds is nothing but 1 second. So 1 second delay. Then this is the command line to turn off the LED. To turn off the LED, we have to send a low voltage on pin number 13. The same command, the digital write. Digital write 13 high will turn on the LED. The digital write 13 low will turn off the LED. Means this command will send a low voltage, that is 0 volts on pin number 13. So it becomes off. Then again a delay of 1 millisecond. So again,
Dr. Maltesh, you have only 2 minutes.
high. Yes, sir, please. Hello.
You have only 2 minutes. You can restart.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I'll explain this. I'll finish this and any doubts in this, please? Can I ask if any doubts, please?
You can ask Ravi Jadi to share his views.
Yes, Ravi Jadi, sir.
He is from remote sensing and he is a GIS analyst.
Yeah, yeah.
Let him share.
Yeah, well, sir. Yes,
Hello,
sir.
Ravi Jadi.
Ravi, sir, tell me.
Can you copy these code to paste in Tinker Adeno's that one software you showed, na?
Yes, sir, we can, not a problem. We can copy to the even the Word file also, not a problem. From there to here or here to there, we can do it. It's possible.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
very curious. Just I want to see some more,
Yes, sir.
and then
Yes,
let
sir.
you
That is a that is an
finalize.
advantage, because once it is working properly, then easily we can copy it. Sometimes the bullets will come that we can erase it. It's not a problem.
Yes, sir.
We can copy
Yes,
in
please,
the
please.
yeah. So in the same PPT, what I tried now, I copied this before the starting the session. I copied this from here and put it in the PPT. So it is working fine. Sometimes dots will be there in the beginning, so we
Oh,
can erase it. It's not a problem.
okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, I'll stop now. I'll restart the again. Please log in with the same ID and password. All of you, please. I'll repeat.